Hey fellow intellects, and welcome to my new video. Today we'll be exploring the statement, our understanding of the paradoxical nature of human and behavior motivation is deepened through a text's representation of individual and collective experiences. Of course, there are a multitude of texts to choose from, but in this multimodal I'll be exploring this statement through the two texts, 1984, which is a novel, and Metropolis, the film. In addition, I'll be taking on the perspective of Durkheim and his theories in human nature to support my understanding. Now, first, drawing from the functions of deviation and the cycle of deviation proposed by Durkheim, I was able to compare the two fictional societies against each other. In 1984, Big Brother, with its contradicting propaganda, war is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength, but they seek to manipulate the population, not only through propaganda, but in addition to that, they introduce newspeak, which limits an individual's ability to express or compose a thought. Furthermore, Big Brother alters history to their will through mini-true or Ministry of Truth. Now, in essence, they are methodologically breaking the cycle of deviation which impacts morals and norms of society. Through the elimination of critical thought, reading of history and changing of history, and constant bombardment of propaganda, they control the people's perception on virtue and vice. Big Brother essentially has achieved this mass control, and Orwell has shown it through Winston when he says, this quote up here, Orwell, through his quote, single-handedly shows both collective and individual experiences of the world of 1984. Furthermore, Big Brother knows how to immobilize any rebellion before it even occurs, which is through the corruption of the upper class and conditioning of humans. Coinciding with Plato's allegory of the cave, it is shown that the citizens are manipulated and born into a world to obey, and people who don't are vaporized from existence. Another method of control was doublethink, which was drilled into the people of the inner party and the outer party. The inner party had perfected its use and uses it not only on the population but themselves. Orwell explores this train of thought by quotes such as, "If you want to keep a secret, you must also hide it from yourself, and reality exists in the human mind and no one else." Shown in the quotes, for a lie to become truth, it must be believed. Through the construction of lies and manipulation of the middle class, the upper class of 1984 are able to retain their position as the upper class. In Metropolis, rather than the mental control, there is physical control. Just like in 1984, the allegory of the cave is present in Metropolis. The workers are born to serve the machine, which they cannot leave. However, the movie uses the birth of the middle class to become a peacemaker. In the movie, the director emphasizes from the beginning the critical importance of connection between the head and the hand. Between the head and the hand and its mediator, the heart. Of course, Fritz Lang's vision of reciprocal connection between them is important. However, the process showed further importance. Maria, who is shown as a prophet, a chosen one by God, is the catalyst for the events that take place in Metropolis. Her encounter with Fredera, which is covered with romantic music, causes Fredera to become a deviant from his society. Fredera becomes a paradox as he loves his father but he hates the way he acts. From this, he constructs the middle class. His status to the rest of the metropolis has shifted from the son of a master to an underground worker, which is portrayed through the shifting of music when showing Freda. He is an elite that chose to give up the position and class in pursuit for love. Maria is loved and adored by Freda, as well as many workers who come to listen to the message of God. However, it is shown that the workers who follow the preaching of peace by Maria can be manipulated into evil deeds when machine maintains her appearance. The people accept both versions of Maria and follow one idea after the other. Since they do not have a legitimate empirical understanding of good or bad, they are not able to comprehend the evil that they follow. In the story of Babel, shown in the film, it says people spoke the same language but could not understand each other. The people follow the perverted versions of Maria, which is closely referenced as the poor of Babylon. The machine man becomes human-like and knows how to evoke with her use of rhetoric. Let the machines starve, you fools. Let them die. Kill them, the machines. A machine is somehow able to feel emotion and tries to destroy its own kind. This shows the paradoxical destructive side of human nature. The workers also experience conflicting emotions. They rebel to provide a better life for their children, however, blinded by rage, they kill the very thing keeping their children alive. Unaware that the children are alive, the workers become more human-like because of the experience of various emotions such as rage, anger, love, and regret. The collective conscience becomes offended when they realize that the deviant machine man had caused grief, and therefore chose to eliminate it. In simple words, deviation of norms caused better outcome where it established a middle class and the working class gained consciousness. Through this, Fritz Lang establishes the ending of the connection between the head, the heart, and the hands. In essence, the two texts, both representing dystopian societies, show the paradoxical nature of humans, one with a good ending, one with a bad ending. Metropolis shows us the impact that a foreign influence, such as religion, can have on the conscience of the proles, where ethics and morals are provided rather than being set out by the government, like in 1984. The difference between Metropolis and 1984 lies within the proles and the middle class. Metropolis had physical control over the proles and allowed them to think on their own, which caused revolution, but the use of middle class, but used the middle class as a way of establishing peace. 1984, however, restricted the information and controlled the history, news, and facts that were released into the public. The paradoxical nature of human beings was still present in the middle class of Metropolis. That is why it was possible for them to succeed in the revolt. 1984's Big Brother knew that all rebellions started with the middle class, the mediator. So they controlled the middle class and the upper class in order to retain their permanent position. That was it for the video, guys. I hope you gained a better understanding on how human nature can be portrayed through text.